No, have y'all seen where Trump is rounding up migrants? I think I saw a news report. I think it was out of Chicago. I know I saw something talking about they got 7,000 illegals out or deported in the month since he's been in office. I mean, it's a nice gesture. It looks nice, not really on paper. Really, they're over here in the tens of millions, and you're gonna say 7,000 is really making a dent. I would be willing to think I'd be happy with 700,000. You know, I mean 70,000. I'd be like, he's doing a little something. But 700,000 would tell me he's really getting them out. Uh, yeah, this little bit of what he's doing is really to get the low level MAGA people excited about what he's doing. We're talking your factory workers, your volunteer firemen, your Ford F-150 driving type cats. Them. That's who's really, Trump, Trump, Trump. But what he's not doing, he's not going after prominent white men who are really the people that really have a direct link to the clientele. Like, I'm sure he's not going to do it, but let's say a guy, Bill Gates, for example, he owns a lot of farmland. He's got a few buffers between him and the guy on the cartel, Jose. Yeah, I need a couple of them, young males between the ages of 14 and 20, and a couple young females aged 14 to 20, so he can, with them. Yeah. And see that you can get them with trafficking, what kind of trafficking, human trafficking, but you know what human trafficking is used for. You can get them for that. You can get them on RICO charges because they're doing it over internationally. So, but they're not doing that. They're not rounding up prominent white men, CEOs of companies. They're not doing it that use and exploit and utilize this cheap labor. They're not going after them. They're going after the cheap labor itself. And when it comes to who's going to pick our crops, who's going to pick our cotton, the problem with that is they don't want to cut into their profits. They can definitely pay a livable wage to American citizens to do piecework. It's called piecework. Piece, not piece as in two fingers. No, piecework. All that crop stuff. My dad talked about it when he used to do that kind of work when he was a little boy. But nonetheless, they don't want to cut into their profits. They only want to. They wouldn't settle for being able to take a trip to Epstein Island 4 times a year. You go every season. They want to go 10 times a year. It's too much, corporate greed going on. But I mean, it's like I said, it's a nice gesture, but it's not really going to do anything significant. So I don't want y'all to get excited about it. Okay. And they talk about this DEI stuff with the fact that he's shutting that down. If DEI was really beneficial to black people, why are we still at the bottom? I mean, I don't see where affirmative action has really done anything for me. We all know, or we should know. If you don't know, you're going to learn today that the biggest beneficiary to affirmative action DEI hires is white women. I saw another video where this lady came out with who gets the benefits first, and that would be white women. Second was Hispanics and Latins. Third, Asians. Fourth, Native Americans. Fifth, people with disabilities. 6, veterans. 7, LGBTQ plus, whatever that is. The alphabet community, Skittles community, them. Then dragging up the rear, as we always are in every category that's measurable, would be black Americans. We get the crumbs that are left after everybody else gets something. So I don't care anything about DEI being put away. Like, seriously. It doesn't cease to amaze me how every time I walk into a store that's being owned by a Spanish speaking person, I'm just perplexed as to how you can have nothing in your country and come over here and prosper. It doesn't make sense, but it's been going on for years. It's been right under our noses, but we haven't said anything. Oh, and did you also see where, now I saw, that's what prompted me to make this video. It's about what, 6 in the morning? I'm still in bed. I was looking at a video where you got migrants, illegals, protesting in major cities. I saw it in Los Angeles, in Atlanta, and in Houston. No, Dallas. Los Angeles, Dallas, and Atlanta. Stopping traffic with their Mexican flag. Go back to Mexico. You got a Mexican flag in America for? Don't fly here. Literally, get out of here. But the cops were told to back down and not arrest or stop their protest, which tells you they're really not trying to do anything, man. Because let a bunch of you-know-whats talk about we want our reparations blocking the street and see what happens. It'll be like that Pettis Bridge episode. Yeah, look that up on the Pettis Bridge. See what they did to black Americans on the Pettis Bridge. I don't forget what year it was, but it was during that Martin Luther King turn the other cheek, crap that he instilled. But he actually was a revolutionary. That's why they got rid of him too. He even talked about reparations himself. You know what I'm saying? Just march on Washington. We're coming to get our check. There's footage of that, but they only pump the docile message of unity and not of self-preservation and economic prosperity. They don't preach that part of his message. But wrapping it up, they're not really trying to do nothing with these migrants. They like putting, Band-Aid on a wound. You know what I'm saying? Band-Aid on a gunshot, that kind of thing.